All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Keith.
I'm Nick.
I'm Zach.
I'm Mary Jane Uzumaki.
L. Ron Anderson the fifth.
All right. And this is Redemption Reacts. So today we have Jackson, Wang, and Ciara. Slow. Like some people I know. Official music video.
Shout out to your redeemers. Comment, like, subscribe.
Nah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I know the vibes.
Without any further ado, let's jump right into this. Jackson, Wang, and Ciara, Slow.
Take it slowly. You gotta pace yourself. It's me and you only. I don't want nobody else. No, baby, but you gotta take it easy. Slow the pace, ain't a baseball. I'm here all night for love. That's right. When you please me, pump the brakes. You can take your sweet time. Ease your mind and remember when you push up on me, oh, 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 oh. Take it slow for me, daddy, go slow. You know I like it when you take control. Take it slow for me, daddy, go slow. Slow it down, down, down. When you put it down, down, down.
Ain't no rush, only us, skin to skin, baby. Now let's pretend, baby, that we're doing this for the first time when we were friends, baby. Remember then, baby. Said take your time to make it nasty, girl. I'll do anything you ask me. You set the pace the way you tease me. Then slow it down until it's nice and easy. Slow the pace, need a race wall. I'm here all night for love. Lost right when you please me. Put the brakes, you can take your sweet time. Ease your mind and remember when you push and pull me, oh, oh, oh. Take it slow for me, baby, go slow. You know I like it when you take control. Take it slow for me, baby, go slow. Slow it down, down, down. When you put it down, down, down. We can slow it down.
Ooh, we made this night a slow night.
Passionate vibes with you.
You, I don't need no lies when that pressure's applied. When that pressure's applied, you just push up on me. Oh, 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 oh. Take it slow, oh, oh, go slow. You know I like it when you go, oh, oh, oh. Take it slow for me, daddy, go slow. Slow it down, down, down. When you put it down, 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 down.
Straight up. Yeah, that's what it sound like. Damn, this is on the Magic Man too? Shh. That's a fire album it's looking like, bro.
I don't know how to feel about this though. In all honesty though,
Me too.
cause like I feel like the production and everything is definitely like amazing on here. Her vocals are decent. His vocals were a little bit better in my opinion, probably because I just like kind of the register that like his voice
Like
is
the
in.
falsetto.
Yeah, his falsetto was kind of just so breathy and like low. And y'all know, if y'all been watching for a long time, like I'm a sucker for almost anybody that does that. And Jackson Wang, he does that at a just like a god tier level. Ciara, I definitely wanted to hear how she was gonna sound on the track with him, just because I was a big fan of her like growing up and everything, and I feel like when some of the sound changed, I don't know if she adapted the sound change like kind of how other artists did, and then you know she had gotten the modeling and then just kind of was really chilling and stuff. And I know after the past 2 years she's been trying to make like a big comeback with music and everything, and is just trying to see what's clicking. So I definitely get her doing this collab. Everything was cool, but I don't know. It felt like something was missing in my opinion. And I can't kind of put my finger on it. I mean, it definitely was that. It definitely was kind of like this the whole time, and sometimes ain't nothing wrong. Like with that
Production progression.
Yeah, especially with like with the Jackson Wang productions and stuff, the things like we used to. Because I try not to on here just to keep comparing somebody to themselves. Like, well, it got to sound like 100 Ways, or it got to sound like Blow.
He's
or,
very eclectic. That is one thing I will say, though.
Yeah, so like his sound changes up, and I've loved like even some of the Bala stuff that he's done too. This was fine. Like this was good. But I felt like this had the potential to kind of blow you away. I don't know. Someone else
I
talk.
totally agree with you, honestly, bro. Like, I really wanted to like this song. I really did like his part better than hers. No shade to Ciara. I was a fan. I'm still a fan of Ciara as well, but I do think that this would have been better with someone else. I was even trying to think of other people in my head that I think this would have been.
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
But
Hell, I could probably even, well, no. Well, probably like G Nyko. I could probably see her like have did something in her. And it's crazy because this is in Sierra's lane.
I was,
You know, I feel like.
kind of disagree in a way because I feel like this is like the new Ciara sound. Like this is what all her new music has been sounding like. It kind of would be like weird hearing like Janae. I feel like it would be a whole different sound.
I was just thinking of like
this don't
Post Beat,
sound,
so I know she can get into them type
Nah,
of.
Zach, this don't sound like that other joint with the remix with the rappers on there and stuff.
Not that her.
You know what I'm
her
talking
recent-
about?
Yes, that.
Her new sound
Her rap stuff. No,
because she got rap stuff too. What two girls is on that track? That's gonna bother me now.
I don't want to say their name and get it wrong.
Give somebody else street cred
Yeah.
for. I feel what two girls is on that track?
Lola Brooks, Lady
Lola Brooks and
London.
Lady London. Thank you, Lady London. If you're watching this, I love you.
Yeah, I love Ciara, but I just think I don't know. I think probably someone else. And I really wanted to like this song. I liked his part a lot. But as I was saying, this is like right up her lane. I feel like just with certain songs that she has in the past. Other than that, she looked beautiful. This was shot very, very well. I did like that they had like a little choreo together. Yeah, but other than that, the song is cool.
Maybe I'm trying to feel the vibe because Keith, they dressed like it's TLC creep.
Which I didn't have a problem
Well, I was
with.
going to say, this is probably the most comfortable video shoot either one of them has ever done because both of their PJs look super soft. I didn't realize how short Jackson was.
I thought he actually was tall because I know she's tall.
He
She's a model.
looks tall compared to everybody else that he's worked with prior,
She's
and
probably
she's
like
tall. But I thought
5'10", right?
but I thought Jackson was like 6'1".
Ciara's 5'7".
That's what it says.
Okay.
I feel like they're lying.
So Jackson,
Russell Wilson's 5'11".
Well, Russell Wilson's 5'11".
I just knew that she was
I
modeling
know.
a lot.
Her and Russell ain't feel like they like that.
Yeah, I'm
like,
saying she be modeling a lot. She be looking
she
tall.
modeling
Wearing
everything.
the heels too.
That's true too.
Yeah, but
So
like
how
how
short
tall are
is
those models people that
Jackson,
take the
though?
heels off?
I thought Jackson Wang was like 5'8" or something.
So he
5'7",
like
dang. I was
5'5"?
at least thinking like 5'10".
I mean,
Who knows? But I know Jackson Wayne is tall. How tall is he?
I think he just looks tall
How tall is
in
he?
comparison.
I'm hoping he's like 6 foot.
Unless she got heels on under them.
He's
fucking
5'9".
bell bottoms.
He's
5'9"?
5'9".
Yeah, I thought he was 5'8".
Oh, shout out to the cameraman because they be really doing the thing.
Oh, you thought he was like 6?
I at least thought
Yeah,
he was like
it says Sierra's
5'11", 6.
Yeah, nah. When it comes to like I don't know K-pop and everything else, I'll just rather just check up someone's height before I like say anything.
I thought this was good. I didn't know really what to expect. I don't know. I kind of feel like you feel, but Nick. But I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah, I mean I didn't mind. Like I said, I don't want no one's takeaway to be like I thought it was a bad song. It just
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad song.
It's a very chill song. Like this is something you would play when you just like chilling around the house, just zoning out. It's not going to jar you. It's not going to interrupt anything you're doing. It might not even make you pay attention. You might just hear it and just kind of keep doing what you're doing. It almost sounds, other than the fact that it's Ciara on the track, it almost sounds like maybe a B-side. But I am glad that he does have an American artist to collab with. They get some visual over here. I hope it continues. But yeah, I don't know. It was missing something. It was just missing something, and I can't even tell you what that something is. It's like if I was cooking and then Shy tasted it and I was like, "Yo, Shy, I made y'all Alfredo." I was like, "Yeah, you tried, but just missing something."
Yeah, everything is definitely there. They look like they have diversity and inclusion in the video. I don't
Even
know.
though Shorty was offbeat a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, and I don't know, because like I said, I don't want people to just be like, "Oh, what y'all thought it was supposed to be like a turn up track or something like that." It's not that. It's, like I said, just
Even though they both could do turn up tracks in the same vein, I don't know.
yeah. Because I mean, like you said, I kind of walked into this not knowing. Where it's just like, okay, is this gonna be?
Something I was thinking it was honestly was going to be like fast them dancing, to be honest. So
You think it's expectation versus reality? That's kind of like got us like.
Well, I'm not mad that it's a slow down joint. I'm just mad that I really wanted to like this.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, no, you spoke.
Jebediah Hornswoggle. Go ahead.
That's a good one. I mean, I kind of liked it. I was a little on the fence, but I don't know. I think I like the aesthetic of it a little bit more than the actual.
Comfortable cyberpunk.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot about this that I like, but it has like that chill vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
That it works in a way. I feel like both of their sounds work. The voices I thought blended well.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way that they had everything as far as the color. It was a laid back. It seemed like a laid back video, but like it was something where they were all having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what y'all saying, where it's like it's missing something,
But you can't.
but I've been trying to like figure out like what exactly it could possibly be, because
More Wang.
It's always tend to be good on the shirt. More Wang, please.
More Wang. Please, sir. Man, absolutely.
Is this a Jackson W song?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. At least it looks like it's shot by his company and everything.
I don't
too.
know,
Yeah,
man.
they flashed the magic, man. I
Like,
think it's
that's
on his album.
And
There's
yeah,
definitely a lot more Sierra if this is a Jackson W
Maybe
song.
like
it's on his album and everything too. I think. Yeah.
Oh, this is his
a
song.
little more aggressive of a breakdown, maybe.
Or a bridge that kind of broke the song
Well,
up a little
technically,
bit.
it's not like a
Maybe.
feature.
I don't
It's
know,
just
like,
Jackson
it's-
Wang and Sierra, so it's not like
Because this
with those
song could
parameters,
be
you can do
left
whatever you want.
alone and it
Seemed
was
like I see
still
more parts
chilling,
than him.
you know?
I'll tell you what though, I did like the camera cues that they were doing in the beginning of the video, where like she would point up and the camera would go up, and you would think that when it came back down they would change scenery, but they really didn't. They didn't even add background lenses except for the one time I think Jackson did it. But I thought that was kind of cool. But from a visual and video standpoint, but as far as the song goes, I'm still with everybody else. I just
know what else you could possibly do to this joint where
Right.
it would like kick it up a notch.
If maybe add
that's
more
not the
production?
intention,
Do you
though.
think it was underproduced? How about that? Because the beat was kind of simplistic and
But
smooth.
think of it like just the
It's like a
vibe of the
ballad.
song kind of matches. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you take it up any higher, like this not a chill joint.
Right,
anymore.
it turns into music, make you lose control.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like you said, I really didn't have expectations, so it wasn't like expectations versus reality. It's not like I came in here on some like this needs to be Goodies meets Titanic. Like, you know what I mean? We're
Oh,
just
I'm thinking the heart must go on.
no.
I'm like, bro, I don't know.
just
I don't know how that's gonna
two
work.
God tier tracks.
That was the first thing that came to mind. Celine Dion.
Yeah, like, cause anyway, I'm
I don't
sorry.
even know how that would blend, but I'm curious.
Yeah, because and it's like you said, it's not like you wanted like music make you lose control type time.
Yeah.
So I was cool with whatever was going to be presented. Like I said, I don't know.
I'll probably have to listen to it again. Maybe like headphones or something, or put it on a stereo system or something.
Yeah.
You about to add it to the list?
Well, I like this. I like how mellow the production was. It wasn't like really too much. One thing I will do say, that didn't even make sense what I just said. But one thing I will say,
We know what you meant, bro.
yeah, is Jackson Wang definitely could have been on it more. It was definitely a lot more Ciara, in my opinion, than Jackson W.
He might have took over. So, you know.
In a way, yeah. But I definitely, in a way, I feel like this is like a club filler song. Like one of those you don't realize it's on. It's just in the background.
I hope they would play
But
this in
then
the
you hear
lounge.
this, like,
A DJ might use the mix.
you hear the end of the song going into the next song. It's like one of those type of songs. Like, oh, this is a good filler song real quick. I don't got a song to play real quick, so I'm going to just play this song. Because it could probably get them to dance real quick. Well, I find, like, this song.
In a club?
Yeah. A lot of DJs do that.
You wouldn't dance to this in the club?
Probably not.
Do a little
I don't
snake,
feel like
a little
this
walk.
I don't
you
feel
would
like
do
this
that
is,
to.
yeah. I think maybe like
I
a
mean,
lounge,
it got
like a hookah bar where you
choreo.
play John
Not
B.
choreo and on the
And
dance
then you can play this
floor.
after John B.
But it got choreo though.
Choreo and doing this. No, bro. No.
For
It
sure.
honestly
I might go
bothers
take
me.
my drink break. Like, all right, let me go to the bar real quick while this comes.
That's why it's a
Yeah.
filler song real quick. DJs have to find a song
I can't
to play
even
in
say that
between.
because I stay at the bar, so like I ain't even. I just be here.
So you probably don't even realize what they play half the time. So this is one of those songs. Like, okay.
Yeah,
The
of course,
filler real quick.
the production switches up a little bit. Like it's more psychedelic than anything. It's crazy because it's in the same
Yeah.
BPM as like DJ was it Ghost Boo? The like
Okay.
I think like it sounds like as heavenly as that. It's in the same.
You know what it
Yeah,
is?
it really is. It's like you know how it feels like.
This that type of song when it comes on when you out somewhere. That's where like you look at the bartender like, y'all know about this?
Right.
Like that's the type of song this is.
It was produced by DVLP. Lou.
Like who's on the
Leo.
aux that knows this song? Like that would be the first question. It's a good
It's
joint.
coming up
It's
as a
just-
single though. It's not coming up as being on the joint. Yeah, it's not on his joint, but
It's a good joint though.
yeah, it is. It's like I said. It's everything about it is decent. It's just I don't know why. I'm just kind of like I feel like something is missing. At 808, saying that.
I knew it.
I knew it. See, we got him. Saying that.
Run the tape.
I hope her comeback is successful, man. She really has been trying her ass, like trying her damnedest to like get back on the scene. And
Somebody
shit.
got bring
And
some
no
money.
shade, like I don't know if it's like if she's like I don't want to say I don't know. If
You
she's,
think her wave is gone?
I think that it's probably past like a little bit.
I probably would just even look at all her contemporaries that came out around her
I
time
don't think it's
and just
gone.
kind
I
of go
think
from there.
she should be her age.
Do you think?
Damn. This was,
You think she like her age?
yeah.
There's,
How old is she? 30 something, right?
She 37.
I don't really see people her age getting on the track with. I don't see Jasmine Sullivan getting on a track with Lady London, and
Is that just for singers or? She's
she's an R&B singer.
No, I'm saying, do you have that same mindset for rappers too?
Should they be with younger rappers?
Yeah.
If they can keep up, yes.
Okay, I was about to ask you about Nicki and Ice. Right?
Well, no, I was gonna ask you about Cole and Hope.
As I say,
Can they keep up?
Well, he left.
Huh.
Dirk and Cole.
oh, so do y'all think Jackson's part was better? Then? Y'all think Jackson's part was better?
I
I
like
think Jackson
Jackson
part
part
was
was
better.
better. Because it was more of a vocal showing for him. Because he was hitting falsetto. She was just singing in her regular voice.
I ain't never really cut a Sierra track on like just
Listening for her.
primarily
Yeah,
for
right.
that. Respectfully, like I don't think
You
like
cut
she's
it
a
on for the
terrible.
vibe.
Yeah, I don't think like she's a terrible singer or anything, but I definitely, like you said, really be on there for a vibe. Let me find out everybody thought she was gonna be on here like I ain't never been around here. Show me
I just thought that this was gonna be like them dancing crazy. I don't know why, but I like this vibe.
Oh, you thought this was gonna be like when Usher and and CB linked up? Hardy, party, we party.
I don't know why. I thought that.
Her energy ain't been given that though. Like Zach said, like her energy has been this. The only time the energy changed is when she got like some rap stuff too, kinda. And I think most of that's been like women empowerment, if I'm not mistaken, like those tracks.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's
She's
Yeah, that's a
trying.
nice little John. Look like she having fun. I
But
mean,
you're I respect the hustle.
yeah, and like Zach said, I typically don't tend to, no matter how old the artist is, like, you know, tell anybody act your age or do anything. I want you to speak whatever your soul is whatever music is in your soul, no matter what age, I like to kind of hear it. But it is always interesting just when people get to certain pinnacles in like their career, what's like the game plan now. Like I said, women empowerment is just like, oh, okay, cool. Like I totally understand that, and this vibe is cool too. But it's just
Going forward, what's the bigger picture?
yeah,
What's the
because
plan?
I don't know, because like I said, I would hate to be one of them people that's just like, yo, you got to do a turn up song, or you got to be more chill, because if Beyonce do a turn up song, she could do what the fuck she want. Like, but you know, everybody not Beyonce too.
I mean, I guess.
Shit, I was in there like, you won't break my phone. You won't break my phone.
I mean, I
Like,
guess.
well, let me not say certain things. I don't
Yeah,
want
it's starting up behind me.
Right.
That movie Swarm, they gonna swarm in your way. Jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all felt about this, man. If it was us, if maybe we didn't pass the vibe check, I guess, like, let us know. If this was a certified TT and we didn't know about it, tell us about this in the comments. What I will say is, like, shout out to her for even teaming up with Jackson Wang and, like, you know, really putting more eyes on bro if people didn't know who he was to begin with. No matter what we say or what we joke about on here, we just like to have fun. But at the end of the day, these type of collabs are things that's going to push not just great music forward, but also like K-pop and get, you know, just
The industry.
it's going to get the industry bigger and get more people to fall in love with, you know, what we fall in love with up here. So, you know, give us some more information about everything on this track. We love y'all. We're going to holla at y'all. Peace.
Bye.